Okay, next step with finding an unknown, using trigonometry with right angle triangles, is to find an unknown side. Now you've got to remember this thing we came up with, this SOHCAHTOA. So it's up here, we've got S is for sine, and C is for cos, and T is for tan. So there's the S, C, and T. And then we've got O and H stand for opposite over hypotenuse, or adjacent over hypotenuse, or opposite over adjacent for tan. So what we need to do is when you get a question to find an unknown side, you need to actually look at the question, over here we're doing question A, and say, what information have we been given? So we're looking from this angle here, 29. Now, we know that the longest side is the hypotenuse, and it's also opposite the right angle. So we have been given information for the hypotenuse. What else do we know, or have we been told? We've been told we want to find this side here, x. But is it opposite or is it adjacent? Well, remember that the hypotenuse and the adjacent are the two sides that make up the angle. This one must be adjacent. And we're not interested in this one. There's nothing on there. So this has to be opposite. So these are the two sides we're interested in. So we want to use opposite and hypotenuse. So go over here to slide to the SOHCAHTOA thing, and which one uses opposite and hypotenuse? So look through, and which one's got opposite and hypotenuse? This one. Opposite hypotenuse, it's sine. We're using sine. So we have to write sine of the angle, sine of 29 degrees, is equal to opposite, which is x, over hypotenuse, which is 8. Just like you've done before, in order to get the x by itself, you want to multiply both sides by 8. Now, always check that your calculator is in degrees before you do these calculations. I just need to change my calculator because it's not in degrees. Okay, so you type into your calculator 8 times sine of 29. And then you get x is equal to, type it in, make sure I'm in degrees, to 2 decimal places, it's 3.88. Okay, that's that one done. Okay, so let's have a look at the, gets rid of the options here for all this stuff, because we're about to do the next question, and we want to look here and see what information we've been given. So here we have the angle we're looking from. Okay, remember the hypotenuse is opposite here, opposite the right angle. We're not using the hypotenuse. We're not interested in the hypotenuse. So adjacent is made up of the hypotenuse, sorry, the next to is what adjacent means next to, and we need to have these two lines here are next to the angle. So this 5 must be adjacent, and that means the other one left over is opposite. So go back over here to this SOHCAHTOA. Which one is using opposite and adjacent? So that's opposite, hypotenuse, no, adjacent. This one's opposite and adjacent. We're using tan. So we have to write down tan of the angle, tan is 62 degrees, is equal to opposite, which is x that we don't know, over adjacent, which is 5. And we get the x by itself by timesing both sides by 5. Get your calculator, make sure you're in degrees, go 5 times tan of 62, and to 2 decimal places, this one would be 9.40. That's to 2 decimal places. That's it.